Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 6 of our TOCA Race Driver 3 career mode. We have got a choice upon us, and I want to go with the funnest cars. From what I remember, I didn't really like the British GT Cup that much, so we're going to go with the 1930s vintage Grand Prix. As usual, we're going to turn qualifying on, just because it's on hard, and sometimes it's quite difficult to race the game if it's on hard and we haven't done qualifying. So first corner at Silverstone Copse, have to brake a bit, not like the Clio Cup where we can take it flat out. The back end on these cars are quite tail happy, so you do have to be careful. Just slow it right down going into the corners and let it roll through, and that usually seems to do the trick. Back end coming out, we've had to lift off, we've lost a bit of time as a result. But we get an alright apex, alright exit. We ended up taking a late apex, so that should help us with the run across start finish straight, and it's a 46.74. So let's see where that puts us for the race. Okay, second place, not bad. We may have a good race upon us then this time round. So let's see. I think these are the cars that used to be raced by Jackie Stewart. So we've got someone on our inside. We're going to take a wide line through Copse, see if we can hold on to second. And we do, just about, I think. As we go down the inside, Donovan went to the left. And we've got someone. That guy was right up on our wheel. Let's see the replay of that at the end. Maybe that was my fault, I don't know.
The tyres are running at a perfect temperature. Keep it up. That's a real bad crash. Don't expect him to be pleased to see after the race.
Whoa. Well, our suspension is now red, so we're going to have to nurse this car home for the next 3-4 laps. And we've really made a hash of things now. As Donovan overtakes us.
Your suspension's taken a little damage. Stay alert from now on.
Hopefully a Kimi Raikkonen will not happen to us, which is where he went into the first corner of Nürburgring and his front tyre just ended up coming off because his suspension was just so bad. But we end up making a pretty nice move through Luffield, which brings us up into 6th place as we come to start the third lap of this race. Get a little push off from him. We've got someone on our outside now. So this is my car, I'm not touching the steering and it pulls to the left a lot. Which is good for corners like Brooklands there. But around corners like Luffield, it will be a bit more of a pain. We try to get a good exit and we do. We move up into 4th place through Luffield as we go through Woodcote to start our 4th lap. We can see Barron right in front of us.
Good job.
Copse seems to be an issue for us at the minute with this suspension. Whoa!
Bloody hell. Much more of that, it'll be race over for you.
I think it was race over. I think we do have to restart that. It's just too early in the championship for us to have a DNF.
Got a chance for big things. Just get through this championship.
Especially considering I can't remember how many races we have in this series. So let's just start again and just try to be really gentle with the cars, not over push. I mean, what we did there, if we had done that in the Clio Cup, it might have made our suspension go yellow, but that's it. It wouldn't have done anything else. But But in these cars, a slight tap can just end your race. So we're right behind Donovan. We get the cut back, and now we're on the outside going through Luffield. Can we hold it? We absolutely destroy him around the outside. What a move. As we take first place, entering the second lap. This is nowhere near as fun as the last race where we were quite far behind. And we've just... Yeah, I think for the next race, I'm really going to... I'm not going to push that much through qualifying. And then at least we can have a good race from midway through the pack. Want to use up all of the road on that right. Did a nice kind of late-ish apex. We've really messed up. Whoa, back end. These cars are very fun to drive. The back end is very happy, but the brakes and the grip round corners is just not there. But then again, because the grip isn't there and it is just a bit bad on the brakes, it does make it a lot more fun. Like that, you would not get in that in the clear cubs, where the back end just comes out. Are there any better views? No, I think that's the best view that we've got. Again, go all the way to the right as possible. We braked way too early for that, but as a result, we can carry a lot of speed through Brooklands, but we end up going way too deep into Luffield. Brooklands is a corner where you are not rewarded if you get a good exit, because you have to slow down for Luffield, which is pretty much straight after it. Right, let's try to get in a really good lap here at Silverstone. I think we slid out a bit too much on the exit, which means we had to wait for half a second to a second before we could get the power on. Brake nice and late just before the 50-meter board. Drifting it round Luffield, going right up onto that exit curb. This should be a fairly quick lap, I think. Oh, identical to our fastest. Let's see if we can beat it. And we messed that up. We didn't get the car over to the left enough for the right-hander. Let's see if this view's alright. No, this is definitely the best view. We're going to take a much shallower line through Brooklands this time round, and I think it may have been quicker. But let's just short line it to the start-finish straight as we come to win our first race in the season, albeit it was with a restart. Let's see how many tracks there are. Only 2, right? So I think for this race we're going to take it really slow for our qualifying lap, go quickly and then slow it right down as we come across the line. So Oschersleben, I think I've got better at pronouncing that. Just hold it, just have to feather the throttle a bit through the later parts of the right-hander. Back end coming out. I mean, we're really overdriving this thing. It'd probably be a bit faster if we were just that little bit smoother, but I'm not really too fussed. I don't have to pay for this car, so. And a good exit, but we're going to slow it right down as we cross the line for a 52.84. Let's see where that puts us for the race. Are you kidding me? 4 seconds ahead. Oh my god. Oh, no, I don't want to retire. I want to start from the back of the grid. Let me... Right, we're just going to let everyone through. We've got 5 laps. Let's go. Do you guys not want to race? Oh, for God's sake. You just can't race with these guys, these AI. They're just really passive at times. We end up getting a fairly decent exit. Can we take him around the outside into turn 3? I think the answer to that is yes. First place easily within our sight. But then again, we are 4 seconds a lap quicker, and that's with slowing it right down across the start-finish line. Oh wow, look how slow they take that corner. It's like watching people drive around a roundabout. I don't know why we really had a look there. It was never going to work, and if it did, we probably would have lost our front left wheel.
Come on now. One more car.
I don't think we're going to dive it in here. We had a little look. Oh, just ended up tapping his back. When we did that Silverstone, that really messed with us. And that's first. That was just too easy. But whoa, back end. Right. And we're through. Not really too much to talk about. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the scenery. And if we look to the left, right, we can see loads of German flags being waved. Thank you for interrupting me during my national tour around Oschersleben. Lots of German flags, as we can see. There's some sponsorship for ADAC. Don't know who they are. And that's a 100. Let's say that's a 50 meter board. German flags, but no Germans in the top 3, I don't think. Oh, another 50 meter board. You know what? Let's say hello to this guy. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Oh, we missed it. Damn it. Some more ADAC sponsorship. Hello, curb. Whee. It's another 50 meter sign. Ooh, pits. Let's go into the pits. Nah. I think that would really ruin our race. And here we are back across that finish line. Advance. Some Shell advertisements there. Okay, I have got a plan for the final lap.
When you get back on the track, the infield's going to slow your car down.
Okay. We have made this interesting...
Bad driving. Who let him onto the racetrack?
No idea. Right, so now we're really going to have to push for it. We have very conveniently dropped down to 3rd place, so we have a race on now, so let's go. Around the outside. Can we catch up to 1st place? We've got 1 lap and 2 corners to go. I think we can do it. Let's see what kind of lap we can do on our final lap as well.
It's the final lap.
Yeah. You don't need to tell me, sir. Mr. Scotsman. Get a decent exit from there. Bit of wheel spin on the exit though. And this is where the AI are really slow, so I can't see us not overtaking this guy here. As we do our classic move around the outside of the left hand part of the chicane. And we're going to come and win the Oschersleben Grand Prix in these 1930s vintage cars. Let's just do a bit of celebration as we cross the line. I didn't want to do too more than that, thinking that I might just spin it, lose the front wheel and not cross the line. But there we go. We've won the 1930. Wow. Wow. So I guess for the next episode we will be racing one of these three series. I think we'll do the Formula Palmer Audi. That was quite fun if I remember. But before we end, let's do another race in this series. The first, oh, here we go, cutscene.
Slipstreaming is fundamental to oval racing, but you have to be careful not to carry too much speed into the corners, otherwise it will send you into the wall. Oh!
Yeah, that's fairly
Car setup
dangerous.
is incredibly important, and special attention has to be paid to the tyre camber and toe, and smooth, deliberate steering will ensure maximum speed around the high bank turns. There's no margin for error. A single mistake will almost certainly send you out the race. Look at this poor guy.
Yeah, poor car. But let's go.
A great entry championship for oval enthusiasts. While not as fast as the lower open wheel cars or stock cars, these racing trucks are still incredibly quick once they're up to speed. Finding the optimal racing line is all important when attempting fast lap times.
Whoa. Off the barriers. Whoa.
So be ready.
We somehow managed to catch it with the 360 there.
The pit window's open. We can do a mandatory pit stop now.
Right, the pit window's open. We're going to push on. Thankfully we didn't damage our car too much. Well, we didn't damage it at all when we did that 360. Oh, back end. But we've got a fantastic exit. We're going to overtake 3 people as we cross the line and move up into 11th place. Almost on the wall there, but a decent exit. We're going to move up into 7th now. We're going to dive into the pits. Not sure how much speed we can carry exactly, but I'm sure a lot of time can be gained through here. And we seem to take it fairly well.
We're waiting for you.
Fuel? No, we don't want no fuel.
So far.
And we've jumped everyone who pitted on the first lap. So a really good job in the pit lane from us. Now, if we can get this next corner perfect, we may be able to jump the leaders when they pit. So let's just see how it goes. Just dab on the brake, lift. Just dabbing the throttle now, and now we're flat out for the exit of the corner. Releasing the steering slightly so that we don't get wheel spin on the exit, or oversteer on the exit I should say. And we seem to be jumping everyone. As the car starts to drift out, we're back on the throttle. And we've come out ahead of everyone apart from the person who was in first, I believe. Put the power back on, try to get the best exit that we can.
One more push. It's the final lap.
We're drifting out wide, which is not good, but we put the power on anyway. And it just sticks round as we're in 5th place entering the final corner. Not bad considering we had a 360 moment which saw us fall down to the back of the grid and we've had to come back through.
You are doing brilliantly. You can win this. Keep focused and keep the pressure on.
And that's 5th place in our first race in ovals.
You're getting nowhere fast driving like this, son. You need to get out there and do the business.
I thought you just said we were driving brilliantly. Okay, well, we can still come back to win this championship, definitely. 7-lap race here at the Dover International Circuit, I believe. So let's get right back into this. The person who won the first race is in 5th. which is fantastic news for us, because that means if we win, we will be tying with him on points, providing he doesn't gain any more positions. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Jesus, stop slowing down in the middle of that corner. Rubs. Now we're in first. We're just going to enjoy this clean space in front of us and really power through. What? Flat out, we haven't lifted. We're just going to go up a bit onto that flat bit of tarmac just to pull the car in a bit more. Nothing more we can really do now. We're going to try and follow this black line round the corner. And this circuit is literally just flat out.
That was the fastest lap of the race.
We can't really do more than this. Like, my finger's firmly on the accelerator pedal. I haven't lifted it off since overtaking that group of cars that went slowly when we took the lead. Oh, and we're lapping someone.
Quick lap, good job.
Seem to be pulling ahead of everyone, or maybe they've just all pitted. There's a group of cars ahead. Can we lap them? I think it's time to pit now before they get into our way. Oh, and we missed the pit lane.
Stay in the track if you don't want to receive a penalty.
We've overtaken the leader of the championship before this. Well, he was the leader before this race anyway. Right, so we're going to have to lift off this time round. Oh, we tapped the wall. No, we missed it again. This is the final lap to pit.
You have to pit on this lap, else you're disqualified.
Oh god, we're really going to have to slow it down this lap, aren't we? Okay. I lifted off, but I needed to lift off so much more. And I completely missed the pit lane. Oh god.
Come in now, don't miss the pit window.
Right, we're really braking now. And now we're flat on.
Make your choice for the pit work.
No new tyres. Our tyres are fine. Oh. Oh, so we did actually have to change something. Okay. So, by not changing anything, we went straight through the pit lane. Right, okay. So now that we know that, let's not do that this time. And what we'll do is we'll add like 1 lap of fuel, so we have actually technically done a pit stop. I still have not lifted off the throttle.
This race is going to need a mandatory
Whoa.
pit stop, so be ready.
We just blitzed past those guys.
You can make your mandatory pit now.
I'm going to add a challenge for myself by not touching that infield kind of tarmac bit. 28.8. Well, 28.9 really, but... Right, I haven't touched the inside bit. We're going to start letting it out now. Oh, just touching that thing. You can just hear it skim alongside.
Nice driving, keep her up.
And we've already lapped someone.
That's the fastest lap of the race so far.
So one, it's not a 1, it's a 26.1. Is this how boring NASCAR is in real life? I've never been a fan of it, I just don't see the point. But doing 500 laps of this does not seem entertaining at all. .26.3. And I think we're going to pit this lap because there is a large group of cars ahead of us.
Don't relax, and this race will be yours. What repairs do you need?
Let's see if that disqualifies us. Well, we ended up getting a very quick pit stop as a result. But let's see if we do have to do another pit. I honestly think we've pulled a large enough gap that we could get another pit out.
Only 2 laps left to go.
Oh, we don't have to do another pit. It has worked. Let's see how many people we can lap then. Wow, that's a really large group of cars ahead of us. Whoa, that guy's gone really high up. I think they say in America that's the high line. And he holds it. He actually holds on to the position. Credit to him.
Final lap. You're way out in front. Just keep going.
What does they say? The high line is slower, but it saves your tyres a bit more. Well, the low line is faster, but it wears out your tyres more. We're just going to go through the middle of all of these guys. 25.3. Is that Mr. Gold guy? Is that who came first? Oh god. Did he end up coming second then? I think he did. Wait. Oh no. No, he ended up coming 6th, I think, champion. But Miller took it from us. Oh well. It's decent from us anyway. We took second. Considering we had a 360 in the first race, that is a decent result. So that's it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe, all of that usual hoo-ha. And until next time guys, stay milky.